This is a milestone, ladies and
Can we
gentlemen.
get it done? The press conference done. The football game starts in a minute. So.
Does it? Yeah, we'll do it. I'm good. You guys got to work. I get it.
No,
Well, I
you're-
honor that.
You're good, dude.
Okay.
Well, how nice was it to see these guys finish off down the stretch?
Oh, that was terrific. And, you know, there was a lot of growth, and but that's what games do. I think you saw a better team tonight than what we were the first game. And, you know, I came to this gym tonight having no clue on how I'm going to sub right now. And that's, you know, I think if you watched our team last year, you knew exactly when they were coming. You know, I know my top six. I know how that's subbing. But I got a lot of ability down the bench that I need. You know, the key to our season is developing those guys. But figuring out where they fit in a game without disrupting us and without, we have to accomplish the mission. And so I just didn't get an opportunity to get a good flow. But I think you see a team starting to shape, and it's gonna be a work in progress that way. But I was really proud of our guys with the toughness, the way we bounced back, and we look like a good basketball team in a lot of stretches. There's a ton of things we can work on, but you know, Marcus Shaver goes and gets 10 rebounds, Max gets 8, Tyson gets 7. You know, those guys were really competing on the glass, but that also tells you that our big guys were doing their job, you know, blocking out and that kind of thing. And because I thought we did some really good stuff defensively, and they're hard to keep off the glass, really hard. They're good off. They had 14 offensive rebounds in their first game. They had 14 tonight, which is something we have to improve on, no doubt. But credit to Washington State, they're hard. You know, you might recognize the name Rodman. Only the best rebounder to ever play in NBA, and his son certainly rebounds like that. So, but proud of our toughness. They made some runs at us. We handled it. We regrouped, and Naj, what a great lift he gave us off the bench. The energy and the enthusiasm and the joy, and that's what Boise State basketball is about.
You said the other day that whoever is you said the toughest team will win the Mountain West.
Yeah,
Conference.
that's a great.
You
Yeah.
used the word twice tonight. And
Right.
sometimes the stats and the offense aren't always pretty, but how would you rate the toughness of this team after 2 games?
Improving, no doubt, improving. And it's one of those things we'll look at the film and it's coming a lot. And there was some mental toughness that I saw tonight, like Lucas's response. Those guys, you got to remember, we get impatient. We lost 3 really great players, and a bunch of guys are in new roles, and the development of those guys in their roles sometimes takes a little more time than you want. But his response was great. I thought, he had 10 points, and I thought 2 of them got goaltended. But we're going to build on that. He's going to build on that. It helps his confidence. He went up against a great player and did some really, really good stuff. So, and Buzo, he's starting to settle in, and he made some big plays in the second half that we need. We need him to be a great player for us to be a great team. And so it takes some toughness to get through that stuff and to respond. Those guys were devastated with the way we played. Not that we played awful, but the mistakes we made and the unforced errors that we did against a good team. You can't do that against a good team. And they responded tonight and solved some things where we made some mistakes, but we did a better job playing through those mistakes than we did, the other night. And that's what the preseason's for, to build that. And this preseason, I think the crucial thing for our team is the development of players 5 or 6 or whatever through 12. We need that depth. We need those bodies. They're good players. I just didn't have a feel or a way to get them in the game, and I don't want to put them in a situation where they have some early failures. So they're going to get better. There's some good players sitting there, and it's just the guys on the court were really hard to take out. I might have got booed had I taken out a few of those guys that were playing their tails off.
You mentioned it a little bit, but you had 2 players that fouled out, so you had to have somebody like Pavle step
Yeah.
up and play some big minutes there at the end. How did you think he performed?
Well, it's almost unfair to Pavle because he's been out like 9 days. He practiced maybe a half a day, and I've seen NBA players do that, and you think, oh great, we got him back, and I've never seen any of them play well. It's hard. The practice gives them timing and confidence and feel, and so I threw him out there. But the reason being, is he's really, really good against the zone. And so the rest of those guys on that bench have never played in a college basketball game against a zone. And so I was going to put him in, and, so I had to go with the experience there. And so, he never hurt us, which was great. Sometimes that's the value. And it's good he got his feel back, and now he'll have a couple of days. He'll have some days before this tournament to get because he was playing really good before he got hurt. So we need him back. And again, like I said, we need to get those other guys. And I think this team, it might be a deal where it's different guys on different nights, and then I'll start to figure it out better. And those guys, we got a team of high character guys that, nobody's pouting. They're happy we won. They're going to get better, and they're going to keep getting better. It's a long journey.
Your returning guys have done a lot of the heavy lifting so far.
Yeah.
Is that what you expected?
Yeah, it is, because I know what I'm getting out of those. And, so those other guys, usually you have a lot of games to kind of build guys up and do this. I mean, we played 2 high-level teams, I think, in first week of the season with 6 or 7 guys that have never, been in college basketball games, never started, never been in those roles. So there's a learning curve and adjustment, but I was really pleased the way we handled ourselves tonight with that.
What's the ceiling for Max as a scorer? I mean, is he becoming a scorer and more of a scorer?
Well, he's always been that, and I'm talking about watching him, because out of the guys on this team, I might have watched him the most. So he just has a knack, some guys just have a knack to get the ball in the basket, and he's getting better and better at it. And, but I think his best quality is the guys around him get better because he's out there. He makes guys better. And then he does the sneaky, dirty work, as far as when I say sneaky, like comes up with steals. That steal he got at the end of the game was huge. I thought that kind of ended things, or felt like, it was kind of. And then he's such a threat to shoot it. Where his defender's going to be. So now it opens up that space for Shaver and Naj and all these drivers that we have too. So he's crucial to this team. So it's not, but as a scorer, if you ignore him, you see what happens. Or if you lose him, you see what happens. And he's playing confident and great right now. And that's what I saw in the preseason. He's been doing a great job of that.
How do you? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Shaver seemed a little more animated, almost as if he's really enjoying this new position.
Yeah,
saw him give
yeah.
binoculars when he,
Yeah,
stared down.
and that's what I want. And I didn't maybe see that in our faces Wednesday. I saw like a little tension of everybody, and now it's settling in. Now it's playing with joy, and Naj brings that and maybe sets off those other guys. So, hopefully that's the case. But that's how I want our team to be, and that's how these guys work hard for these moments, and so they got to enjoy these moments together. And it's not about pressure. It's not about being perfect. It's just playing hard, playing together, and enjoying each other.
How do you avoid these slow starts before they become a habit?
No, well, it's funny because Tyson talked about it in the locker room with the guys. Thought there was that, I don't know, that's never been an issue, and these guys will solve it. But it was odd. 2 nights I look up and we're down 8-0. That's not a great thing. So we'll get that. Again, like I said, a lot of moving parts. We got to figure out where we want the ball to go, start the game, all those kind of things. And so we'll get that ironed out. But that was kind of because I don't remember how many of those last year. I don't know. My memory's not very good. I didn't know the difference between Abe and Bob tonight. So, but yeah, that's something that doesn't really concern me. I'm not, you don't change your pregame speech and give them a rah, run out of that. It's a long night, long game. And the good thing was I didn't see any angst or overreaction to it, and we clawed our way back in pretty quickly.
Playing in this building tonight, two-part question. Just the energy and the being in the moment, and then for your program, do you see more of these in the future?
First of all, I'd like to thank this arena and the people here. They were terrific. I thought it was really neat. I mean, this is a great arena, and they do a good job. And it's a way. Coach Burns is a master scheduler as far as we have to be creative, and our administration helped us, and we came up with some unique things that we did for our guys out of this. And it's ahead of the curve. We're, you know, we always talk about Boise State being innovative, and we found a way. And, you know, who knows? Maybe down the road we'll find a way to play here and include it with the season tickets. I mean, we're just trying to serve our, you know, our fans, first of all, this community, and this downtown is so cool. It's fun. I know a lot of people that were maybe going to bars in the afternoon and coming to the game, and I was a little envious of that. But as I got to come here and stress out, but it was a cool event, and credit to Kyle and those guys for coming down here. You know, it's, believe me, we you know, Mike Burns is connected to everyone in college basketball, and he wears it out to try to get teams to come to Boise for our fans. And you gotta, you know, I think it was an entertaining basketball game, two good teams that, you know, you're gonna look up in March, and you're like, oh, those were two good teams. And last year that was a feather in our cap all year long, beating them up in Spokane. And now we got a neutral court win against probably will be top 50 team, or has a good chance to be. So, but it was a cool event. I thought it was neat. And hey, I think our guys enjoyed it. I think the fans enjoyed it. And, you know, we'll try to keep coming up with creative ways to do it and creative ways to get good teams here. That's always our mission. We want games like that. You know, the fans do, no doubt. And they deserve it. And that's, you know, that's the hard thing about college basketball, is to get, you know, we don't want to play all those games on the road. You know, that's tough. Good?
Thanks,
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.